Good morning. Okay, we're gonna start. We won't start for a couple more minutes. I still gotta get set up. So it's been just kind of a crazy morning already. Thanks for being okay with that. So it is 8:30 and we will start, but I am going to I just gotta get a couple of things. I had a late night last night. So I wanted to show you because we've got some new bodies on. They've been asking, like, how do I dress? Or they think they have to get yoga clothes. I wanted to show you that I am in normal clothing and you're going to need a pillow of some kind, or even better, two of exactly the same. Okay. You're going to want a chair. Okay. You are going to want a block or two. And I just got back from teaching a yoga retreat in Zion's, and I got to go get my blocks out of my bag. This is a little embarrassing. Sorry, guys. I'll leave that out of the two blocks. And that's about all you need. If you want a ball, just a little racquetball, grab one. We had quite a few bodies at our yoga retreat, and so I ended up taking a lot of my personal stuff so that we'd have enough space. Just get everything handy. Normally I have this all set up before I start. Go ahead and close your eyes. Sit on the edge of your chair. Breathe deeply. You made it. You're here. So go ahead and open those eyes. So one of the things that you got to realize is that when we get it all set up ahead of time, like I normally do, and have all my props and everything handy and it looks beautiful, I've set that up. And life doesn't always get to have time to get that all set up, right? There aren't set up moments sometimes in life. And so we are flexible because we practice yoga. So oftentimes, one of the things I find in our bodies is when I am not open to new ideas, here, my body isn't open to things here. There are tight places. So, one of the first exercises is to have a flexible attitude and start noticing where we all have places where it's like, no, it has to be done this way. I would just invite you, as I invite myself, to just look at those areas and go, is that a truth? Okay. So as we practice today, this morning, it's kind of let's think those thoughts. If I say, oh, I can't do that, maybe right now you're injured and you're right, you can't. There's nothing wrong with having an injury, but there's always an opportunity to, okay, the minute you feel like, oh no, I can't do that, to pause, to close your eyes, to breathe deeply, and to just listen. And one of the things that happens to me is that I find like maybe I get a new idea in my head. Well, maybe I could do it this way. And that's going to often be the case. That's opening yourself up to the idea that you can do that. Okay. I wanted to read one quote. This comes from the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita. It is Hindu text. Yogis read it. There is some amazing knowledge and truth, okay, within its pages. And this particular thing comes right from there. I shared some of this on the yoga retreat because it is truth. Okay. It says this, on this path, that's our path of life, right? Our path of moving forward, our path of bettering ourselves. Effort never goes to waste. And there is no failure. Even a little effort toward spiritual awareness, we'll talk about that in just a sec, will protect you from the greatest fear. I have shared this so many times in yoga class. Sometimes our greatest fear is doing something different, or that our life may change, or that bad things may happen. You're right on all cases. Things are going to change. Sometimes bad things happen. And we don't know. But notice what the Gita teaches us is a little effort towards spiritual awareness. So when you feel fearful, how do you respond? Do you lash out? Do you tighten up, go hide? Or do you pause? It's the exact same thing we just talked about. Pause, close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. If you're in a car, please don't close your eyes, or get over to the side and then you can close your eyes. If you're cooking in the kitchen, if you're in any situation, turn the stove off, make yourself safe, and then pause. Take some breaths. Any effort. No effort is ever wasted, and there is no failure. For me, the times I've tried things and they haven't worked, have been some of the sweetest teaching moments that I could have. So, with that said, let's move our bodies. So, I'm going to just Instagram my iPad slid. So, hang on and let me make just a little adjustment there for them. There, that's better. Okay. All righty. So, again, we're sitting right on the edge of our chair. I don't think I have any new ones that haven't been to class. Just breathe. Let that breath move up and down your spine. Yeah, let it fill. Now, maybe your breath is restricted. If that's the case, go ahead and just kind of move just really hard. Tighten everything. Fists, toes. Just tighten, 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 tighten. You can get down here. Get really tight with everything you can. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and then let it go. Okay? And when you let it go, you'll feel this whoosh of energy. Breathing deeply. Beautifully done. Letting the breath wash over. In and out. Okay. So today we've done this before. We're going to do a box breath. It's one they do in the military to help calm us down. So if we're going to talk about pulling over and breathing, then let's practice some breathing techniques. Okay. Always, always, always. Just the long, slow inhale, the long, slow exhale will work. Always. One of the ways you can exhale is to inhale through the nose and exhale audibly through the mouth. You can also inhale and just exhale through the nose. I love to use the back of my throat. Inhale, and then with my mouth closed, that same ha, but you pull it down into my belly. The mouth closed, and that heat goes down in and starts to infuse the gut, the intestines, the stomach, the kidneys, some of those organs down, some of the organs that are within our, pretty most organs except for our skin and maybe our eyes. Inhale, exhale. So practice that a few times, inhaling. The exhale, your mouth is closed, but you're still trying to ha. Nicely done. One more. Beautifully done. Then go ahead and just let's start moving. So you move where you feel tight. I don't know about you, but almost every morning I feel somewhat tight in the neck and the shoulders. We had so much fun. So this yoga retreat that I lead is down in Zion. We rent a big house. We do yoga. We hire a chef to cook nice, yummy, organic, healthy meals. We had so much fun over one shoulder and over another shoulder. We hike. By the way, national parks are crowded. We found that out. But still found some beautiful places in nature to just enjoy. Go ahead and let's make a little bit of a circle all the way through. It doesn't have to be big. We're just moving. Reverse that. So in this class, if you want an aggressive yoga class, this is not it. This is a fabulous tool if you want to learn some alignment and move through your body. And then go ahead and it's just kind of like, almost like you're nodding a little, an acquiescence, kind of like to this side, and then up and to this side, and up and to this side. and up and to this side. So you're kind of feeling a stretch right here along the side of the neck. Ear to shoulder again, ear to shoulder, and then just pause. And with that pause, you'll feel a tingle from the movement you've done. This is what our body wants. Our body wants movement. It thrives on movement. Okay? It's meant to move. It was created to get us to move us forward into life. Okay? Some of us, very few, but some of us have illnesses that prevent movement. Okay, where we have to hold still. Hopefully, it's not forever, but there are some that do. Okay, the breathing is still there. The inhale and the exhale. For those of us that don't have that hindrance, move. Don't find yourself just seated. What we don't use, we lose. Okay, go ahead and start with your shoulders up and back, forward, up and back, forward, up and back, and then reverse it. Go back first, go down, forward, and up, and back, and down. That down movement is really important. And up, we spend a lot of time up here. Take it back and down. Yeah, get that down movement. One more, up, back, and down. Nicely done. One forward and then the other, starting to move into our waistline. Go ahead and take one hand on the opposite knee. Make sure that your knees don't come together. If you're not strong enough to do that, grab a block. They are such a handy tool, okay? You can get the skinnier ones at a Target, a Walmart, okay? The fatter ones, you can order online, okay? If you know me and you're close, you can call me. I have extras. Hand here, and twist. Don't go very far and release. Let's go to the other side, twist, and release. We're not getting into deep yet. We're just warming up. One side, go right to the other side. Now, practice your breathing. It's inhale. I did tell you it would be box breathing. We still are going to, but we're moving a little bit. We're going to move a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, notice we're holding it a little longer, and exhale. And then inhale here, because we don't want to get one-sided, and exhale. And inhale back this way, and exhale. And then go ahead and we're going to roll up and down the spine. Keep all of this there. I'm just going to turn around so that you can see this. You're on the edge of your chair, right? And just head down. Head back up, head down. You might feel a stretch right here in the low back. Perfect. You might have a belly that hinders you getting down. It's okay. Just go here. When I say yoga for everybody, that's exactly what I mean, right? There are no limitations. You might feel there are limitations, and maybe there are to some of the movements you can do, but there's no limitations to being able to find ways to move. Keep going. And then go ahead, come back up, and I'd like you to type hinge and plant your hands here. Now, you might not be able to hinge this far. Go as far as you can. Inhale here. Now, using your hands, push back. Ooh, yeah, you're going to feel all through here. Up. And then inhale again. The exhale takes you back. The inhale brings you up, and exhale, hold. Take the hinge, go ahead and go back. Oh, let that breath, yes, feel that movement. Inhale up, exhale, hold. Inhale, curl it back. All the way up. Hinge, curl it back. All the way up. You got it. Inhale. Hinge. All the way up. One more. Inhale. Hinge. Curl it back. All the way up. Let's add those two together. Okay. Here we go. Hands, we're going to take them up. Oh, you know what? We haven't done this yet. So let's move those shoulders. Just go up and down. You might just get to here. Perfect. Okay. You might come to here instead of here. Perfect. You might just come and kind of come part way. Perfect. We're just moving. Go ahead and roll through those shoulders again. After we move the deltoid muscles, the ones that help lift that shoulder or that arm, okay, we want to just kind of find that curl forward and back. And then go ahead. Up it comes and back down. Up it comes and back down. Up it comes and back down. Up it comes. We'll pulse the elbows. Yeah. Okay. Back to here. We'll go up. We'll hinge. Hands on the thighs. Push it back. Round it up. So you're just one vertebrae at a time. You're uncurling. You're holding. And we'll start all over again. Here it goes. The inhale. The hinge is the exhale. Inhale again. Hands on the thighs. Exhale, round it back. Inhale, uncurl. And exhale. Okay, that's how we'll move. Now, pause for just a minute and let's practice this box breathing. We've done it before, so most of you know it, but some might not, or you might not remember. If you've got a brain like mine, that's okay. I do the same thing sometimes. We're going to inhale for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to exhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe normal. We've created a box. The inhale's up. This place is a hold. This is an exhale. And this is a hold. So in your mind, inhale, pause, hold, pause, exhale, pause, hold. Now, if 4 counts, breathe normal. If 4 counts seems too hard, go to 3, go to 2. Maybe you go to 1. Okay. Maybe you think you can go further. Guess what? You can. The only key with breathing, you never, ever strain. So if you start to feel in the holds like, okay, start breathing. Just start breathing. So here we go. Take some normal breaths. Just inhale and exhale. You got this. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Make a normal breath. And exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Normal breath. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Normal breath. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And breathe. Now we're going to move with that breath. Okay. So there are times in yoga postures, in moving from one pose to another, where we do hold the breath so that we are ready to inhale. We usually want the inhale when we're trying to lengthen the body. The exhale usually comes when we're moving or compressing the body because it's easier to get that air out. Okay. So that's what we try to create in our movement. Okay. Go ahead and inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Okay. Exhale. Hinge. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Bring the hands down. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, start back in that curl. hold, and then inhale, unwind, hold, and exhale. Yeah, here we go again. Inhale. On the hold, move forward. Hands down, exhale. Hold the exhale. On the inhale, uncurl. Hold and exhale. And hold, ready to start again. Here we go. Inhale. Hold, but move forward. Exhale, hands down, round it back. Hold. Inhale, unwind. Hold. Exhale. Yeah, just right there and hold. One more. Inhale. On the hold, move forward. Hands down, exhale. Round it back. Hold. Inhale, up. Hold. Exhale. Beautiful work. Okay, we're going to add on to that. I will cue it. Let's do the movement first, just with our regular breath, so you know what you're doing. That same inhale, and this hinge, and the hands, and the exhale. So nothing's changed there, right? And curl it open. On the next inhale, take one hand to this side, this hand to the back chair. Make sure the shoulder goes up and over, okay? And twist, okay? So the inhale takes you here. The exhale on the hold, try to push against the hand in the chair and maybe twist a little high. It's a perfect place to hold. Twists are easy. And then exhale, you're going to pull back. You're going to stretch through this left side of the, or this side of the back side of the body, opposite the twist. And then inhale, you'll come back up. And as you hold, go ahead and release your hands. On the exhale, move back to center. Hold, bring the hands down, ready to go on the second side. And then we'll repeat the whole thing. Inhale. And there's the hinge. Hands on the thighs. Exhale, come back. Curl open. And hold. And then on the next inhale, we go up. On the exhale, on the hold, right, we twist. Okay, on the exhale, you're going to pull a little deeper into the twist. Let's do that. I like that better. Inhale, we'll lengthen right here. We'll hold, and exhale, we'll pull back into that twist. Inhale, come all the way back up. So we're adding a little bit extra time to this one. Let go, hold, and exhale, move your way back to center. So we're not slingshotting out of poses, okay? We're moving with purpose. Let's try it all the way through, just inhaling and exhaling, okay? Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Hands on the thighs, push it back. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, take the twist. Inhale, lengthen, and pull back on the exhale. Inhale, back up. And hold, and you can release and just bring yourself back. Yeah, inhale up. And there's a hinge. Hands on the thighs, and you're pushing back. Keep breathing. Inhale all the way up. Here we go again. Inhale up. Take the twist to the side. Twist a little deeper, maybe. Use those hands, right? Remember that this shoulder doesn't get to come forward. It's up and back. That will help you twist a little bit more. We're using that block to squeeze those legs, so we don't really get to be lazy in the legs. Okay. You're going to round back. Inhale back to center. Lengthening through. On the inhale that we hold, you'll release. And then when you're ready to exhale, you're coming back to center. Okay. Let's try it with our box breathing. Let's do one round of box breathing. Okay. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Inhale, arms up. Hold and hinge. Hands to the thighs. Exhale, push back. Inhale, hold back here. Yeah, getting an extra little stretch, and then inhale, unwind. Hold. Exhale, stay up and hold. Ready for the second, to the twist. Inhale. Twist. Get the arms set up. Exhale, pull the twist deeper and hold. We're going to take another inhale here. Hold. On the exhale, hinge back. Hold. Inhale, come back in here. On the hold, release your hands. On the exhale, come back forward. Hold. And then just take a normal breath. Inhale. And exhale. Second side. Inhale up. On the hold, hinge. Hands to the thighs. Exhale back. Hold it here. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale up. On the hold, take the twist, shoulder back. Exhale, continue to twist. And pause. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Hold. Exhale, curl the spine. Hold. Inhale, come back to your twist. Release your hands on the hold. Exhale, come back to center. And hold. And then just breathe. Let's try one more all the way through. Deep inhale, deep exhale. See if you can get the inhale. And on the exhale, keep your mouth closed. You hear it, it's pulling down into the abdomen. Now, if you find that you're a little gaspy, okay, don't hold as long. There are no rules that say maybe my box is at an inhale, hold, and an exhale, and hold. Maybe I've got one of those skinny boxes that holds a vase, right? Or maybe I just got a pickleball mat. I'm so excited. But my box is like this. Very short, but very long on sides, okay? You determine, not me, what's best for you. There's nothing wrong with trying. Let me see if I can breathe a little. And then if you kind of find that you're gasping right now because of those holds, then pull back, okay? I teach this. I believe this firmly. Advanced yoga. Yoga, and you're going to go, Debbie, how many times you're going to say this? I will say this as often as necessary. Yoga is not about the poses. Yoga is about you in the poses. How are you feeling? What are your thoughts? How are you responding? How is your body responding? Are you forcing? Are you loving? Are you beating yourself up because you can't do stuff? Are you not doing anything because you have no will to even try? Okay, that's yoga. The yoga is coming in and being a part of this body and this life. Okay, so enough soapbox. We're gonna do it one more time. I'm counting 4. It's the normal way to teach it. If you guys were sitting here and I could actually see you, and I'm working on getting that happening. I just haven't quite figured out all the dynamics of how I'll do that. But if I could see you, I could say, no, you're going to only breathe 3 times, or you've got 2 breaths, or you're not holding at all because the hold is too intense for you. Okay. That's yoga. All right. Inhale and exhale. Here we go to start. Inhale, arms up. On the hold, you hinge. Hands come down. Exhale back. Hold the exhale back. And inhale, unwind. And pause. Here's another inhale. Inhale up. On the hold, get your body set up and start to twist. On the exhale, continue the twist. And just hold on the hold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. So every inhale, see if maybe I can grow just a little bit taller in my body. On the hold, you're twisting a little deeper. Yeah, on the exhale, you're pulling back. And on the inhale, or on the hold, you're staying there. Inhale, come back. On this hold, you release the hands and you move back to center on the exhale. And then you hold and just come down, ready to start. Take another breath. And complete exhale. Here we go, second side. Inhale up. On the hold, hinge. Hands to the thighs. Curl back on the hold. Just pause, maybe go a little deeper. Inhale. Uncurl. Hold and pause. Exhale. Hold and pause. So some of those are just that way. Inhale up. On the hold, shoulder back, reach for your twist. Exhale. Curl. Oh, no, I lied. Exhale, go a little deeper, excuse me. Inhale, and the hold, you just go a little deeper. You're just creating more twist using your hands. Inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, or hold, pull it back. And hold that, and then come back to the inhale. Release the hands, and on the hold, and on the exhale, come back forward. And then just breathe. Beautiful work. Okay, some of you might say, Debbie, you started with the whole body, and we haven't even done our feet. We're going to the feet right now. So, hopefully you have a racquetball, okay, underneath the feet. You're looking for sensation. So we take racquetballs when we go down to the Zion's retreat, but we don't just use them on our feet. We are on the floor putting them underneath our shoulders. We've got them on our low backs. We've got them in between to stretch out our calves. We roll them on our hips. Yeah, it's kind of a class where you just see these bodies kind of squirming all over the floor, right? As we are rolling out, finding those places. Okay, so you might roll just like if I'm just doing this. It's good because what it does. I'm actually going to move this so you can see the ball. But it creates increased blood flow. Okay, but then I want you to push down a little bit. So take it out so that you can keep just a right angle in your knees, and then push down and find a place. And if you don't have any, fabulous. I don't find many people that don't have. Mine's right there. It's a little tender. I'm just going to hold that push, right? Kind of finding that action. Then you're going to go to the inside. I find them. So my biggest places are kind of at the arch, right on that inside place and on the outside place. That being, you might say, well, why is that, Debbie? And the reason is because they're held up like this. If you've got a flat foot, right, then that arch isn't working. So those are working. And anytime you lift your toes and anytime you're walking and you're stepping, this step action that you go from heel to toe to off engages, okay, and works. So you're going to find those places and you can just stay there. You can roll a little bit around on them. Okay, and then you're going to want to put the heel down and move it closer to the ball. And we call this shearing. And it's just side to side. Go across, then take it a little further so that the bottom sides of your toes. If you happen to have a hammer toe, this is one of the best things you can do because as you're doing this action, you're stretching out that toe. Okay, so you kind of are deciding. And then you're going to put the ball of the foot and the toes down and you're going to go through the heel. So even if you've got like some hip issues, right? I know a couple of you have those, or you've just had a knee replacement, or there's a few of you that those, or you're just getting around and your feet hurt. This is extremely valuable. Okay. Advanced yogis, and I call anybody an advanced yogi who listens to what their body is doing, and not only listens but does. Yeah, that's good English, huh? So one of the things that is so important is that you're paying attention. So close your eyes. I'm going to be quiet for just a minute and find the sensations in your feet. And then go ahead, shift to the other side. You can start with just an overall roll up. One of the things we do in class is try to see if we can pick up the ball. And I have short stubble toes, so I can get it up. Okay. But go all the way down so those toes have a chance to lengthen. Notice that I'm putting the outside of this toe on the ball. That actually increases the stretch of our toes. That is so beneficial for the joints. I don't know if you know that, they tend to do this, and our shoes, if you're ever pointy, tend to do this. So keeping that toe straight out, that's beneficial. Mine tends to move in. I've been working on it for probably about 12 years now. Just really trying to pull that wide. Okay, so that action right there, just pushing down on the toes, you might get a little zingy in here. It's okay. You can come in and out of it at any time. There's no hold, but that you've got the three toes on the ball, the pinky toe and the big toe. And if you can do that, you actually are spreading those toes. It's a valuable tool. I do also have correct toes, and some of those things that go in between your toes. That if I'm finding that I'm not able to hold them, like when you lift, you can't keep it held wide. Those are really beneficial because they'll move it, and then you work your feet, you work the muscles and the tendons in your feet. So go ahead and put the heel down and go back and forth. You might lose a ball. Yeah, just go back and get it, or keep a couple handy and pick them up later. Okay. And then go ahead, put the toes down and just roll through the ball or the heel. And I didn't find that this inside arch was near as painful on this side as it was on the other foot. Okay. Now, one of the things you can do, grab a block. Now, you may say, Debbie, I can't bend like that. If you can't, then get a bigger stool, maybe another chair. But rolling out the top of these toes, if you've got a hammer toe, now a hammer toe, I'm going to try and do it here, is that where the toe curls up, right? And under. They'll tell you need surgery, and that will get rid of the hammer toe. Surgery. So you're going to roll down and you're just going to push that toe flat. Yeah. And then go ahead and move that over and second side. Notice I'm pushing. There's not a ton of pressure, but you can feel it. As you get up to around the toes, you can really feel it. So I've mentioned before that I found a foot zone where I'd never gone before. And all the tips of the toes here are the cranial nerves. They're connected to the cranial nerve, and it's pretty amazing. And I can't remember what she told me. I can't remember even from my anatomy. There's an abundance of the cranial nerves that go to your optic nerves. So just move that off to the side. You'll notice that after we do anything, I have you pause. Notice the sensation in your feet. Notice the sensation you've created here. There's a warmth. There's a sense of well-being. No effort is ever wasted, and no failure. There is no such thing unless it pulls you in with such fear that you never try again. The beauty of failure is that it teaches you what needs to change, or maybe a different way to do it. Okay. So one of the reasons I got a pickleball net, and I got a little practice net that's like 10 feet. I'm going to put a line here in the winter, because at the net, I'm really awful. And when I play with my family, I rarely win. But I love playing, and I want to get better. And I've got a niece that her name is Callie Jo Smith. You can follow her on Facebook, Callie Jo Craig. But she's ranked and she's sponsored and she's given me some tips because I just want to play. It's fun. And my whole family plays. What do you love? Are you afraid to try something new because you fear of failure? There is no such thing. Failure is the best teaching tool that you can have. Go ahead and sit. We are going to get up. You're like, Debbie, we've been sitting the whole time. Yeah. So if getting up is really difficult for you, you'll still need to get up, right? We have to do something. So go ahead, get yourself up. Okay. Now, I do this. I rarely do this on a chair, but often, and I'm doing tomatoes this afternoon because I've got some coming on and they need to be bottled. So this is what I do this on my counter. My counter is actually a little higher, right? But you're just going to step back. You've done this before. Find the stretch. Now, you're going to notice that if you step back, my back is not rounded. We do not want to round. There's nothing wrong with that. It feels good right here, but it opens these muscles and stretches them and compresses the other side. And if we do this more and never get this action, then you're going to start having this problem where then when you stand, you're like this. Okay. And you've seen the dowager hump. Okay. So the key is the more you stay in one position, the more your body will adapt and keep you in that one position. So plant those hands, stretch back, bend your knees significantly, enough that you can tip your sit bones up. You can see I've got a little curl right here in the back. It's meant to be there. Okay, you can take your chair wider if you want a little bit more length, if you've got length. So you're working with your body and your length, okay? I'm very flexible in my hamstrings. A lot of people aren't, okay? If you don't bend the knees and get this part of the rear end, which is your sit bones, that's where the hamstring starts. It originates right there. The tendon attaches. If that doesn't go up, then there's going to be no stretch on that hamstring, okay? If you're here and rounded, that's not going up. It's going down. So the hamstring actually shortens. Even though you might feel a stretch there, it will never lengthen, okay? It can't stretch or get longer unless that goes up. The other thing that needs to happen is it actually comes down and attaches down here below the knee. So the knee has to go forward. So when you bend your knee and stick your bum up, you're stretching, okay? That hamstring muscle, the back of that thigh. Go ahead and come down. See if you can get, a lot of times we're here, see if you can get the head in between the arms. And then just walk back in. So we're going to warm up these hamstrings, right? Take it back, find the stretch, and walk it back in. Take it back, find the stretch, walk it back in. So step back with one foot. Step forward with that same foot. Step back with the other foot. Step forward with that other foot. So do you see how I'm rotating? Okay, go back with the first foot. Step forward with the first foot. Step back with the second foot. Step forward with the second foot. We are habitual beings, aren't we? Yeah, and then stand up as straight as you can. Go ahead and come against the wall. We maybe have not done this before. Heels are going to be a little bit out because maybe you're like me. I have a round of buttocks. Okay, there's some muscle back there. But push your rear end against the wall. Try to get your heels right below. You notice I'm not here. Okay, that's not right below my hip bones. Where those bones are right here is where you want the hips below. Okay, come up, lengthen back. Find the back of your head, your shoulder blades on the back. That is standing straight. Shoulder blades on the back, back of the head. Heels, maybe back, but more often they're just a little bit more away so that they're not touching the wall. My rear end, my shoulders, the back of my head. Take some deep breaths here. So this is a fabulous practice, right? To just do this. Find a wall. I think you all have 4 of them or more, right? So you want to find those places where you can push against and make yourself go straight. As you're here, find that same breath, the inhale and the exhale. The inhale and the exhale. Beautifully done. Okay, go ahead and come back. So from here, step back with the right foot. We're going to stay here for a minute. We're going to do what I call, it's almost like you're on a springboard. Remember jumping on the springboard? You're like, Debbie, I haven't done that in years. I know, but you've all jumped on a springboard. Almost everybody has jumped off the end of a diving board and they've just jumped on it, right? We're not going to get air. You don't have to get up into the air. I never can get very much air. But anyway, I probably could practice that if I really wanted to. Stretch it back, okay? And you're just going to go down. Now, notice I'm not coming here forward, okay? I'm sitting my rear end back. It's called Utkatasana in yoga. Grab hold of your chair, let your weight go back, okay? You can lift your toes if that helps you, then you want to put them back down, but you're going back, and I want you to feel that springboard action right there. Notice I'm not going very far down, just opening, and then I want you to you're getting the sit bones up, right? They're turned up. You can see my low back has that little curve right here. Those sit bones are going up. I'm moving those sit bones down and up, and I'm using my glute muscles. So I've got a little squeeze. Now, if you squeeze too much with the glute, it'll come here. So you're reaching out first, and then you're just tightening the buttocks. And then you're just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 7, 8, 9, anybody's rear end burning, 10, come all the way up. Come back, stand against your wall. Head, shoulders, rear end. Take some deep breaths. So one of the things that I remember doing when I first started yoga and first started understanding this head back is I came and I'd stand here and I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't stand straight. And then if I'm at the computer, I certainly don't stand straight. And so there's nothing wrong with working at the computer, right? But let's find a way in between those working. So I had a client and I was so impressed with him. He was probably like, at the time I met him, he was about 74 or 75. He wanted to play tennis, but his knees and his back hurt. He sat at the computer a lot. Now, if you're sitting at the computer, the knees are totally not working. Your thighs aren't working. But all of this up here is contracted just to keep you sitting, okay? So one of the things he would do is set an alarm on his phone that every half hour he'd get up, he'd come and stand against the wall, take some deep breaths, and make his body go long. And then he'd get on the floor. We're going to do that next. And do windshield wipers with his knees. And then he'd get back in his desk and his work. So it took him 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes we feel like we're on such a deadline we don't have time to do that, okay? To me, yogic is making the time for the body. The body is the thing that's carrying us forward through this life. It's the thing that will take us and make us better people because we have to use this body. But at the same time, we need to honor it, right? I thank God daily for an amazing body that can still move. So, here we go, right before we do windshield wipers. Come back and lengthen. Come back up. Find this. I'm only taking about maybe 4 feet of space. Okay. Hopefully you can find that. If not, your door is about perfect for that. Come back, stretch. Now, if you don't want to get a chair out, you can do this with your hands on the wall, right? And just, find length. Come back up, use the support, walk in, come back. One more. Down. Find that length in the spine. Okay, if you need to go into a mirror, your bathroom mirror is halfway up. If you don't have a full length mirror in your house, but you can at least see what is my back and look. And then sit and fiddle long enough that you can get a low back curve. And then walk it in and hold for a couple of breaths. Okay, that's your homework. All right. Windshield wipers. I'm in dark clothes, so it'll be easier for you to see on the floor. You get on the floor. Now, if that's a problem for you, then you're using your chair, you're getting down slowly. I'm trying to make sure you can see my feet. I'll go sideways. Lying on your back, knees are bent, palms. If you face your palms up, I actually feel that you open your shoulders a little better. Okay, and then you just, that's the inhale is here. The exhale just takes you down. Okay, notice it's just my knees. I always start with my knees, and then I add in my head, moving side to side. Inhale up, exhale the other side. Inhale up, exhale the other side. Inhale up, exhale the other side. This is so beneficial for the spine. Using your breath, beautifully done. And then take your feet a little wider and continue to do it. Now, you're not ever with the legs pushing them any direction. They are just up and down. Okay. Don't take some time and push the knee towards the floor. I see people do that. If you're going to push anywhere, the knee is pushing that way. So as you go down, the knee pushes. That gets you up over here and gets you a little deeper stretch. But that's a total different something than a windshield wiper. This is just resetting the spine. With my head on the floor, my shoulders on the floor, my back on the floor. Yeah. Kind of just like standing up straight. Telling the muscles of my spine, this is where I want you. I don't want a dowager hump. And then finish. Okay. Once we're down, we work our way into Shavasana. If you can see me on Instagram, there's a kind of a pillow in the way. Okay, grab some pillows for underneath your knees. You can use a bolster. I have come to love these big soft pillows under mine. Okay, push stuff away so that you're not feeling it. And then lie down. Close your eyes. Let everything go. If you find, right, that you need a little something underneath your neck and you don't have much, this is perfect because you don't really want a ton of curl there and you don't want anything underneath here. We want the same that we had on the wall, okay? And maybe that's not very comfortable for you. If it isn't, go ahead and lie there for those of you that are lying down. For those of you that lying down is just really not something you can do. I still have a little bit of that vertigo going on. So, grab some pillows, right? And just round your spine here. Now you might think, well, Debbie, then my spine's rounded. There's nothing wrong with a rounded spine. The wrong is being more with a rounded spine than with your straight spine, and never letting it lengthen and straighten. Okay? So coming here, hands can be here. If you want to be up a little higher and you've got a block, you can put a block between them. That'll bring you up a little bit more. And you're just staying here and letting the body for a few minutes to just relax and breathe. As you do so, okay, we're going to lose Instagram in just a minute. Pause and breathe. Enjoy and remember that no effort is ever wasted. Your effort today is very beneficial for your body, for your mind, and for your spirit, and for uniting those together. Breathing deeply. I'm going to end and keep you in this pose. You're welcome to get out at any time. But I thank you for the opportunity to share with you one of my loves, the love of moving the body. Namaste.